Hey, what's going on? Hey, not too much. Is this your last day or are you coming in for the last handoff meeting next week? No, I can't. Me and Danny are going on our engagement trip tomorrow. And then I start a new job as soon as I get back. That's too bad. We're really a team on that. I know the client liked to see us together. They'll understand. It's just a job. Yeah. They'll forget about us before you know it. Damn, Tori. You sound more like me every day. After all this time together, that's not what I wanted. I know it isn't. I didn't see you out last night. We should get a drink after work. I mean, we should all go. I don't think that's a good idea. Anyways, you're a really talented guy, so good luck, Evan. So I think he actually has feelings for this girl, Tori, not Jackie, and she knows that, and it's unrequited love, and she's just like, yeah, it's not comfortable with that. The Way People Walk Away from You by Evan Winter. If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? How do you tell someone who asks why you never do anything that the reason is that you can feel your bones grinding together when you walk? How do you tell someone who asks why you're so tired that you can't sleep without pain? How do you tell someone who only smiles at you when you make them laugh that there's so much more you want to say? How can you look at photos of her on her desk of something giving her everything she wants and not be thankful that somebody can? How sick have you become that you don't even realize that not everything is about you? If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? How? 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 So I just pretty much confirmed that he has feelings for her. Come back later, bro. I'm busy. I'll talk to everybody else first. Okay. I guess I'll talk to this lady. Yeah. Hey, Elisa. I got to talk to Russell today. Is he in the office until 5? Probably. I don't know. After they made Russell the general manager, he fired Natasha because he said she couldn't speak English. At which point, of course, he simply replaced her with somebody who refused to. The rest of us would complain, probably, except she isn't even really supposed to help all of us the way that Natasha did anyways. She's strictly supposed to be Russell's executive assistant. And of course, you can see where all this is headed. We figure they've already at least made out. The only job she's actually doing here is telling him everything that she thinks we're saying about him. Not that we aren't saying it. Evan, you've got to help me. I can't keep up anymore. Slow down, man. What happened? I went to them, and I asked them why they basically handed Russell my promotion. You know what they said? Whatever they said, it's BS. They put Russell in because he's an evil, buck-passing little S-head. Perfect for their first ever layer of middle management. Don't sweat it. I'll tell you what they told me. They said I need to step it up. So I've been here till 9 every night, stepping it up, but it's impossible. And now Tori is leaving? Who do you think is going to end up with all of her work? Me. Troy, stop. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter. I'm not as stupid as you think, Evan. You think I don't know what you're saying? Of course I do. But it's easy for you. You've got the luxury of being right. You aren't paying even more for divorce lawyers than you are in child support. Doesn't mean it's not a waste of your time, man. God damn it. All I'm saying is that you can't expect that promotion now that Russell's in here. I mean, it's done. He's got it. And it's not like they're even around to see how effed up he is, so I wouldn't count on him losing it. Promotion? Who the heck is talking about the promotion? They're gonna fire me. That's why you gotta help me with some of this stuff. I'm begging you. They're not gonna fire you, man. You're the most experienced person here. They need, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say, man, but you can't live like this. Fine. Don't help me. You just wait 10 years. See if the word career even means anything to you. Or if you find yourself dusting off the resume every 6 months because everyone wants to hire some 23-year-old. I didn't say I wouldn't help you. Some 23-year-old who can pump out 1,000,000 miles of dog S in an hour because they don't even know it's S. And the client doesn't care because they've never seen anything but S. Well, it's not all bad. At least you don't have that huge commute anymore. Or payments on that house out there. I miss that house every day of my life. I miss my wife. I miss my kids. I miss everything. I miss everything about all of it. I don't want to talk about this. Please excuse me. Your free trial is about to end by Evan Winter. You do realize that the kind of life which only happened to other people for most of your existence is coming for you too, right? Sure. It all makes sense now. It's just a graph on a page. Just a short-term contract instead of a full-time job. Just a little leaning into what you are otherwise told is a very healthy retirement fund from a person who got paid to tell you that. But someday, someone is going to fire you for the last time, not because you did anything wrong, not because you ran off to open some goddamn cupcake store, and not even because they actually can't afford to keep you. It will simply be because your life got too complex and expensive for what it was actually worth to anyone but you. If you don't become either rich or in charge of a bunch of people by the time you're 40, you might as well blow your effing brains out for all the world that will think of you. Even at 35, you better still be sexy. If you don't even know how all this will come together by the time you're 30, you're already so far behind somebody who does that I can't see how someone who doesn't would ever catch up. And for the sake of our collective sanity, you will be erased. Because nobody gives an F about you if you don't exist to give an F about. I mean, look at you. You're old. You're bringing down our Friday spirit. You can't drink all night. You aren't fun to look at. And you can't help anybody get ahead with anything. You're upsetting all the 20-somethings who don't even get paid. Don't you think at least we can do is provide them a workplace that resembles a television show? And no offense, but if you have kids who don't get to go to daycare because you didn't marry rich and nobody wants to know about it, if you have some disease that is eating you alive because you have no medical coverage, it's better for everybody if you don't say so. If you don't think you can be cheerful, or at least quiet, I hope you know how much we all resent you being here. Because this is not a place that has anything to do with anything but celebration. Celebrating success, driving forward with growth, powering ahead through innovation, and smashing through it with remorseless joie de vivre. Who would seriously consider even being anywhere else? And maybe, just maybe, you used to understand that. Back when you were in some sort of loser cocoon, still all bright with your maybes and somedays, but all you do now is remind everyone that nothing lasts forever, and who wants to think about that? Alright, so now that I've talked to everyone, we can go talk to Dude Bro over here. What's up, Dude Bro? I thought I told you to come back later, bro. I got S to do. Alright, but we gotta talk about, like, multiple projects. Did your email go down again? You gotta get that fixed right away, man. Nobody knows why you aren't writing them back. Don't tell me what to do, bro. What? You thought I was too small time for you to hook me up with your brother. Don't think I don't remember that. I bet you feel stupid now, huh? Guess I'm not too small time to be your effing boss. You ever think maybe I did tell him about you and that he's the one who thought you were too small time? Yeah, right. I'm effing watching you, D-head. You need to step it up here, or you're going down. Excuse me? I'm doing you a favor just keeping you on. Are you now? You think I can't get somebody for 2/3 your salary? Use half of that to save the company a little money? And then tack the other half onto my salary for being such a good manager? That's business, pal. How do you figure any of that money is even going to exist in the first place without us doing the actual work? Is that business too? Who cares? By the time we sell this, we're moving on anyways. Doesn't matter who's satisfied or not. With some top sales guys like me, we just keep rolling. That's your big plan? Sure. The F is satisfaction anyways. I think it's a song by the Rolling Stones. Yeah. Anyway, not like anything we do really actually does anything but help a bunch of retards piss on and play politics with each other. Yeah, but nothing, bro. You want to have it both ways? You want to S all over what we do here, but still think of yourself as some kind of hero? But it ain't like that. If this is effed up, then you're effed up. And you're effed up. So what? That makes me lucky to have a part in all this, even with Natasha gone, with Troy losing his mind, Jackie half dead half of the time, and Tori getting poached. Poached? You think start getting poached on my mother effing watch? Please! Tori's leaving because of you! You fat... Oh God. Okay, you fat F. What? I mean, I'm not going to cross you off over it, because she's definitely... So I know where you're coming from, but... Ass, bro. What are you thinking, bro? Not exactly in your league. What are you freaking out about, man? It's not a huge thing, and everybody knows. I mean, anybody could tell. So, she's leaving because Evan's too into her, apparently. I gotta go. What? I quit. I gotta go. I quit. Over some chick? Who's leaving? Damn, bro. You really need to get laid. No, anyways. Thanks for all your hard work and stuff. What are you gonna do now? I know. You should work for your brother, dude. You know what, Russell? You're really effed up. You're really, really effed up. I'm effed up. Mother effer, I got a girl. I go to the gym. I have a business plan. I do cool stuff on the weekends while you're killing yourself some job that you just quit over nothing. I'm living the life while you're wasting yours wishing it was something else. How the F am I effed up? You're just a something. Get the F out. Get out, bro. The F out, bro. Well, that took a dark turn. Patient transcript. Evan Winter. How does it feel to be completely worthless? To know that everything you've ever worked on is completely stupid, and that all you've ever done is hurt people? Stop talking to me. Because you want things from them, even though you're disgusting and completely kidding yourself if you think any respectable person would have anything to do with you. I told you, stop talking to me. And then, when you find people who don't think you're disgusting, you're just a liar. Right, you're too weak to take responsibility for any of it. You'd rather just lay in bed, unemployed, with no friends, lying to your family about how everything is alright, just walling yourself off into a corner until everyone forgets about you. Then maybe you figure you'll get the courage to end all of this nonsense, admit to yourself that you're done, and please, make no mistake about it, you are done. You missed your shot. Everything has moved on without you. You could have studied in school and actually done something meaningful with your life. But no, always too lazy. Always another video game to go out and buy. No self-control, no self-respect, no nothing. Always another reason, always something else. You are a bad person and you don't deserve to live. You know this. That's why you're in all this pain. I can't change that. No, but you can stop it. There's nothing left, just a bed. Nothing left. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Everything tells me to go to the roof of the building and jump off. Go to the roof of the building and jump off. Yes, and yes. I don't have a choice. They all say the roof. I've never felt the wind like this before. Makes me feel completely outside of my body. There is a part of me that doesn't want this, but I've never heard it so softly. I guess all I really want to say to everyone is, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know? Because it all just goes on, doesn't it? If I did it today, I did it tomorrow. If I waited another 10 years of going through the same motions with nothing going on, except for things getting worse, what would the difference even be? Your family dies, the world falls apart, the rich get richer, the ugly stay ugly, it all gets faster and harder until we can't remember what we used to be. So what if it does? And so what if we do? I'm never going to get what I want, and it's too late to ever become the person I wanted to be. If it was ever really possible at all, and I may not be the person who has courage. I might be the biggest opposite of that in the world, but I can't find a moment. Maybe I could have found some better ones, but it doesn't matter now. What does it mean to be an impossible person? To be someone who could not have ever been happy. How could it mean anything? There are things we will never make sense of, no matter how hard we try. Can't interact with anything else. There's pretty much nothing left to do. I wonder if walking back into here brings up the same thing again. Oh wow, so even if I try to go back, I can't. When I try to think of how things could have been different, I feel like so many things come to mind that I can't even think of anything. I just picture myself being happy, laughing, being somebody else, but I can't actually imagine why it would have happened like that. I feel like I should say something here. Something profound or interesting. some type of summation of my life or something I've learned, but I can't. It was all worthless and selfish, and I've never loved anyone or anything. All I ever did was want to. It was nothing. Everything I've been and done has been for nothing. And as I turn around to look back, I feel relieved that nobody is there. That there isn't anybody standing there who has no choice but to pretend to care. But it feels good. I feel an unbelievable burden come off of my shoulders. I feel lighter than I have in years. Like I can finally stop fighting. Like I can fly. I was right about everything. I was right about everything. And that is actual sunlight. Obviously, the game ends. Evan commits suicide by jumping off the roof of his apartment building. That is actual sunlight. I know there wasn't a ton of commentary, but I was more just trying to share the game than anything. Playing it a second time, there's still things that hit me personally, just because these are all things I've definitely struggled with, and there's a lot of things that apply to me directly. But again, I wanted to do this. I really wish there was more with mental health. It's hard, and it's something it took a long time for me to come to grips with. You know, I thought it just meant there was something wrong with me, or, well, not to say that there isn't in a way, but it's just like if you have an infection, you take antibiotics. There's things for you can do. There's counseling. There's medications. There's tons of things you can do. Mental health are medical conditions, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it or feel bad. And I suggest that if you feel like you identify with any of these things, to seek help, seek a friend, seek medical advice, medical help, family members, anything, before it's too late. It's hard, and if you know someone, just always try to reach out. I'll try to put some links in the descriptions of these videos to be helpful. It was a wordy game, a lot of wordiness, but there was a lot that I hope came across well. This is a fantastic game. Experience, whatever you want to call it, even if you don't think it was much of a game. And I can just say, as someone who experiences all these things, I have a history of anxiety, depression, panic disorder, PTSD, all these other things, most of which stems from another issue in life, which I will go over, and I think it's September. So stay tuned for that. It's difficult, but I have gone through horrible bouts of these feelings in life. But I've come out twice on the other side, and I've just recently come out of one. And it's been hard on me and this channel and stuff, but I'm finally getting right. And I like playthroughs like this. I like this game. I like games like this. It's a story, but it's an important story. A story that needs to be told. A story that hopefully can help someone. And if you came across this video and this video helped, I'm just happy to do so. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you ever need to talk, there's a messaging thing on YouTube. Feel free to message us here at S3R Gamers. Reach out to someone if you're struggling. If you feel like your friend's struggling, reach out to them. Everyone needs help, and it's okay to get help. And it's okay to ask for help. And there's nothing wrong with any of this. If it is, don't be afraid. And just good luck to anyone out there who goes through these things. It's possible to overcome, because I'm still here. So I'll see you next time for more Ultima Plays. Something else.